Good morning once again. This will be probably the last video I make for today, and I'm going to cover the complaint process when being denied parenting time. In front of me, I have just a small chunk of the paperwork that I have for parenting time when it comes to making a complaint and being denied. Now, usually what happens when you first go in, you state to the front of the court, hey, I was denied parenting time. This is after you gather all evidence that you can possibly get uh, via, like I said, text messages, video, even a phone call or a recording. Um, just a little side note, you can do a recording via the Michigan law. You can make a recording between you and another individual without having the other individual's consent. Now, you cannot do this you cannot ask a third party to do this, and you cannot have a conversation between you and another third party when recording a conversation. But if it's you and your baby mama or baby daddy, you can record a conversation without having their consent. Okay. The other thing you can't do is you can't ask a friend to come in and record the conversation as well. But via Michigan law, which if anybody is interested, I can give you the actual the website with the actual letter number law stating what you're allowed and not allowed to do when recording conversations. But if you're interested in that, let me know. You can record conversations to be able to back up your case. Okay. So after you gather all your evidence as much as you can, you go in front of the court, go to the front desk, and they tell them, look, I need to make a complaint for being denied parenting time. So it usually helps to have a letter typed out ahead of time. So all you had to do is fill out the paperwork with your name, address, phone number, social security number, case number, and just give them the stuff, and you'll be on your way, be in and out, hopefully within a few minutes. You should be out there in less than 10 minutes. Now, after that is all said and done, what will happen is that the parenting time caseworker in your case will the review the complaint. Now, I'm going to show you the proper way that it usually gets done, and then I'm going to show you the improper way front of the court does it. Okay. First one, the proper way is I was denied parenting time on August 20th, 2011, which I will admit I did get my dates mixed up and I was wrong. Gotcha. I let front of the court know that. I was like, I was wrong. I got the wrong dates. So just disregard that. But this is the proper way they're supposed to do it. I got a letter right here, signed by Dana Cristofori with front of the court, and they'll mail it to you with your docket number, and it will state something along the lines of, I've received your recent complaint and reviewed it. At this time, a warning letter has been sent to Mrs. Hagen or Sutherland, the ex-wife. However, if you are seeking modification of parenting time, you must file a motion. Go figure, right? Motion packets are available in front of the court for your use. So that's all it says on that letter. With that letter comes another packet. This packet is the same thing that gets sent over to the plaintiff in your case, or your baby mom, baby daddy in your case. So no matter what is sent out with either support or parenting time, each individual has to get a copy per law. Okay. With this letter that I got, the packet that came with that same letter states on here enclosed you'll find a copy of correspondence sent by the officer in front of the court. If you have any questions, please contact front of the court. Now, this is what the document should look like. Okay, somewhere along those lines. Over there. Okay. Um, shows a date of notice and states here the front of the court initiates enforcement of custody and parenting time orders, and make-up parenting time policy is in effect. A written complaint was filed with this office alleging the following dates of alleged violations: August 20th through August 20th. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll read the first paragraph just to point out that they talk about the specific instance. State Chair, please be advised that a complaint has been registered with the office alleging a violation of parenting time contrary to the controlling order of April 29, 2011. Specifically, Mr. Hagen alleges he was denied parenting time on August 20th. As you are no doubt aware of the above referenced order, Mr. Hagen is entitled to specific parenting time, including alternate Saturdays from 11 to 7, Tuesday and Thursday, 4:30 to 6, and specific holidays as listed on the order. Now, a couple other just bullet points on here. You're instructed to take those steps necessary to comply with the court order. In addition, Mr. Hagan should be provided a make-up parenting time for the dates that he was denied, and the make-up parenting time should be made available to the non-custodial parent, which is me, within 1 year after wrongfully denied parenting time has occurred. If the make-up parenting time is provided as defined above, civil contempt proceedings will not be initiated for this specific claim. However, if this matter is not resolved through an offer of make-up parenting time, civil contempt proceedings will be initiated. I'll cover that in a minute. So, end all be all of it all, she has, according to here, failure to respond to the officer in front of the court within 21 days after the notice was sent shall be considered an agreement that parenting time was wrongfully denied and that make-up parenting time will be applied. Also, it states failure to respond in writing to the officer in front of the court within 21 days after the date of this notice being sent to work out a satisfactory arrangement may result in contempt of court proceedings being brought against you. Okay? So they have 21 days to be able to get back in writing stating that you were denied parenting time. Okay, so it's 3 weeks after the fact that they can call up, bring in a letter, and say, hey, this is actually what happened. Well, Ashley did that. This is a copy of what she wrote into the front of the court. Now, the only way you're going to be able to get this is letting a certain amount of time go by, less than 21 days go by, or 21 days, to actually go in and say, hey, look, it's been 21 days. I haven't gotten anything back yet. So what I would like to do is get a copy of anything that she may have wrote you, and they have to give you a copy of it. Okay, in which case, there it is. So you go in, you make your complaint. They have 21 days to get back to you, and from there, the parenting time social worker has to come up with a decision of whether or not parenting time was justifiably denied to either the non-custodial parent. Okay. Now, I go back to the civil contempt portion of it. Now, the civil contempt part, you have, according to the front of the court handbook that is available on their website, states that you have to go through this numerous times and be denied numerous times. It doesn't even say a certain amount of time. It says, I believe it says numerous. But once again, if you need that actual quote, let me know and I'll look it up. But there has to be a certain amount of times that the custodial parent denies you, and also has to deny you your make-up time as well before any type of contempt proceedings can be pursued. Michigan is a mother-loving state. They love their mothers, in which case the male is going to be the bad guy no matter what, because you're just a deadbeat dad paying child support, or not paying child support, and the mother can do no wrong whatsoever, cannot do wrong. So it has to be done numerous times for something to happen, either incarceration or a fine. I have been denied probably 3, 4, 5 times now, and makeup days have been done on her end, but now I'm going on my second or third within about 45 days that I've been denied. And now I'm going to be going to court with that, and I'm still waiting for something to be done against Ashley, or the plaintiff in my case, as far as some sort of repercussion. But that's what you would have to do to be able to get some sort of made up parenting time back. You gotta get your evidence, go in, fill out the paperwork, wait. You got 21 days for them to get in touch with you, for the custodial parent to get in touch with a friend of the court via writing, stating what their side of the story is, and you also have the right to get a copy of that. And at which time the parenting time caseworker should be able to give you a decision on what they made. Now, that being said, like I said in the beginning, this with the documentation, I got 3 pieces of documentation here: the letter, the packet, and the letter that the plaintiff wrote back. Now, this is the way the front of the court does it after you've made so many parenting time complaints. Another keynote: you cannot make more than, I believe, 2, maybe 3 complaints that were not found in your favor. Okay? If it was found, according to the parenting time caseworker, that you were in the wrong and that it was not your parenting time, or they were justified to deny you parenting time, then you can actually face repercussions due to that. Once again, that is in their front of the court handbook, and if you'd like to get the actual documentation or quote of it, let me know and I'll look it up and I'll get it to you. So, I just made a parenting time complaint stating that there was Thursday, like the second to last week in October, that I was denied parenting time. Actually, it's on here, October 13th, 2011. Once again, it was a Thursday. It was at 4:30, and I was denied parenting time. I'm gonna do another video for that one. Title once again, baby mom drama. But this letter that I got, October 27th, boom, states, please be advised that Mr. Hagen alleges that you denied him parenting time on October 13, 2011. Specifically, Mr. Hagen's complaint states that he arrived at the appropriate time at 4:30 p.m. and the children were not made available. Please respond in writing to this allegation that you denied parenting time on Thursday, October 13, 2011. That's all it says. That's the entire letter. That's everything I got in the mail. Just that. Now, my question is, where's the packet? They never sent me a packet stating that, the same packet that I got for the first one. And the first sentence on here, which is right there, says, please be advised that a complaint has been registered with this office alleging a violation of parenting time contrary to the controlling order of April 29, 2011. So if it's just an allegation, then all the same paperwork should be sent again. But instead, front of the court is saying, well, hey, look, respond to us. Not you have a choice to respond to us, but respond to us in regards to this so I can have something to show that, well, yeah, well, you were denied, but oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that you're not justified. So I can no longer make these complaints. Instead, there's no time frame. There's nothing. It just says that I made the complaint and you need to get back to us. I mean, really? Really? So, boom, that's all I got from the entire thing was this. I'm going to be going in front of the court today to address this issue, in which case later on I may make another a video to show what happened because of that. So, but this is not the first time that I've been denied whatsoever. There was an issue on September 23rd, September 24th, which I have to go file a motion for. So, overall, that's what needs to be done if you have a complaint with your plaintiff or baby mom, baby daddy in your case, is that the parenting time was denied. Usually it's a baby mama drama, not as much the dads in the case, but there are some out there. But in the end, evidence, paperwork, 21 days, they have to get back in writing. Make sure you get a copy of that. As we can also do is that with the response that you get, that the plaintiff or the custodial parent, the response that they send in, you can also write another response contrary to that. In which case I did. I sent them another piece of documentation saying, hey, this was wrong in her response. This was wrong in her response. Here's my evidence to back that up to show you that she's lying. So, in which case, I'm still waiting on an answer from that. Though I did admit that I was wrong, I never got an answer. I never got any documentation stating that anything was ever, no decision was made. Think they're doing their job? That's your tax dollars hard at work. Mine too, I guess. So that's the parenting time complaint process in a nutshell. Once again, if there's any other questions, please contact me, detroitforlife@yahoo.com, DETROYT4LYFE@yahoo.com. Also have Facebook for anybody that's on there. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much for your time.